Tourism is so buzzing here that locals are calling it Cebu.
This is a pretty exhilarating start to our adventure. We find ourselves on the island of Cebu in the Philippines. It's not more than 200 kilometers long and at no point is it 32 kilometers wide. It's surrounded by 4 seas, so very, very popular with divers, but we're not looking for coral reefs today. Today I'm on the lookout for the biggest fish in the world. Let's go.
Since the Portuguese and Spanish landed here 5 centuries ago, it's become the birthplace of Catholicism in the Philippines. But Cebu means trade, and interaction with the world drives life here, making visitors feel welcome.
One of the top things to do in Cebu while you're here is definitely canyoneering. I've never done it before, but judging by the helmet and the life jacket I've been given, we're definitely in for an adventure. And if there's one tip I can give to people when they ask me for travel tips, it's go out there, get out of your comfort zone, do something you've never done before. You've got to take that plunge.
3, 2, 1! It's so high. But come, give me some encouragement, guys. 1, 2, 3! You've got to take the plunge.
Just when John felt like a champion at his conquest of this waterfall, ALFREDO ALPASA Jr. introduced him to another.
ALFREDO, I did my first jump. I was a little bit scared, I almost pulled out, but I'd made it, and now we're at the waterfall and we're going to jump here.
Sure, no problem.
Why is the Kawasan Falls so famous?
Kawasan Falls is one of the biggest falls here in Cebu. It has a big help with the community here in Cebu because it has its hydropower plant. Most of the biggest falls here in Cebu has its hydropower plant that gives electricity to the community. And also, we have a canyoneering activity that has a 3 to 4 hour activity that has a big benefit in our health, like jumping, swimming, walking, and it is a stress reliever, especially with us.
I don't know, it's causing a lot of stress for me, this whole experience.
Yeah.
But it's fun, and we're going to jump right into a waterfall now.
You're going to jump the 40 meters high. I know you're afraid, but if you're going to do this, I'm going to go with you, and I'm going to reward you at the market.
Okay, cool. You'll take me to the market. I'll get some local delicacy. There's a reward. I think we can do this, Raw. Let's go.
Yeah. Feels a lot higher than the last one.
With temperatures averaging 29 degrees Celsius and humidity at 70 degrees, being underwater is a blessing.
What a beautiful experience. We came out here, we faced our fears in the most incredible surroundings. That first jump was a little bit hesitant. I thought I was going to make it smooth. It wasn't. This one, I stepped out there, my feet were hanging over the edge, and I flew like a bird, baby, right off that waterfall. I've earned my treat at that market, so let's head there.
Many locals speak English, and with a history of seafaring and working abroad, between them, traders speak Chinese, French, German, and the international language of food.
I said that I'm going to treat you after your jump, right?
Yeah.
So we're here in a Filipino traditional food, which families from the church would be normally going in here.
Yeah, it's busy, eh?
Yeah.
I love it. I love the hustle and bustle of the market and all the motorbikes behind us, and you get a real sense of the place, right?
We have squid, seafood, we have pork chop, and chicken breast. And we have also vegetables. We grow also the eggplant, the potato, and we have cucumber salad. Sir, which one do you like?
What's the traditional fish here in Philippines?
That's the milkfish right over
milkfish.
there.
So we're definitely going to try milkfish.
Yeah.
I love prawns, obviously. It looks nice and fresh.
Okay. How about the veggies?
Yeah, let's get all nice mix of local veggies and they can put something together for us.
Good. Okay. Are you good with that?
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't say brains or intestines.
No.
None of that.
I know that. You don't like it.
Thank you. Okay, cool. Let's do it. Take it out.
Okay.
Okay, let's give it some milkfish a taste. You see they put some nice herbs and spices in here. Yeah. Looks good. It's cooked nicely. That's good, eh?
Was it good?
Lots of flavour. Got a bit of a hake taste to it. That's good. I like this fish. Cool. Thanks for today, man.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Adventure, lots of adrenaline, lots of natural beauty. Ended off at the market. Perfect way to end the day.
Morning saw us head for southern Cebu. Here, many families which traditionally caught fish now make a living watching them. Robert ADAME is a well-known dive master.
So Robert, this is the place to come if I want to see whale sharks.
100% guaranteed you will see it. Because the whale shark come here and stays here because the plankton was abundant in this area. Divers go on the shore dive because they don't allow to do the boat dive because whale shark can get hit by the propeller and killed with it.
And I know I'm safe because although this is the biggest fish in the ocean, it's completely docile, it's a filter feeder, there's nothing to worry about.
Although they are so gentle, we need to maintain the minimum distance of 3 meters from the head and 5 meters from the tail. If they rock their tails, so you're gonna get hit up, and the edge of the tail of the whale shark is sharp. So what we do is when you get caught in surprise, you get so close, you just relax and swim away slowly. Only that it's like you're swimming with the goldfish. The only difference was huge.
It's just a big goldfish, basically.
Yeah.
Well, this has been the top of my bucket list for the longest time. I just can't wait to see these animals in their natural environment.
Local tourism tries to highlight the wonder of these sharks without exploiting them. It was actually off the South African coast that they were first identified as a distinct species almost 2 centuries ago. Living from 70 to 100 years old, they frequent the Philippines and are believed to give birth in these waters. John was lucky to swim with such giants.
There are 7,641 islands in the Philippines, and while we'd love to show you every single one of them, today we've chosen one of its most famous spots. Just off the south coast of Cebu lies Sumilon Island. It was the first marine protected area in the Philippines, so you got to know it's surrounded by amazing coral gardens, known for its natural beauty, and a 19th century watch house, which you're heading to first.
Up in the protected tree park stands a lighthouse and watchtower. These were built by the Spanish colonial forces to protect local Christian towns from being attacked and their people pressed into being galley slaves aboard buccaneer ships.
So these baluetes or watchtowers were also built in the surrounding coastal towns, all in line of sight of each other. So when the enemies were approaching on the ocean, these guys could warn everyone over there that they were coming to attack. They would either raise really high flagpoles or also send off smoke signals so everyone would know they were coming. The main structure is still relatively intact. You know, the Spanish were really good architects back in the early 1800s, but unfortunately the floorboards have given way, so we can't make our way up to see what they used to see back in the day. But this is the prime spot on the island, and you can see all around 360-degree views. As we were walking up through the volcanic rock, you could kind of get a sense of how beautiful this spot actually is.
Living on an archipelago, Filipinos with a sense of adventure must be ready to take to the water.
Hello, sir.
Hi, how are you?
Good afternoon.
How's it going?
Oh, welcome to kayaking boat.
Yeah, thank you.
Just wear life jacket.
Yeah.
Oh, enjoy.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Thanks.
With 2 million visitors annually, you can still find quiet spots.
This is the perfect way to explore the beautiful natural lagoon that the island is so well known for. In fact, fishermen used to take refuge here during times of typhoons and storms. You can see the high mangroves and little hidden corners and caves. It was the perfect place for them to take shelter. And the Filipino word for take shelter is Sumilon. And you can see that the island's been named after that, Sumilon.
While history buffs are drawn to these islands as the scene of major sea battles in the Second World War, most come for the natural splendor.
Whether it's the hustle and bustle of city life or exploring the tropical paradise of the surrounding islands, Philippines has got something for everybody. And despite this rain coming in, I'm heading out there into the ocean. I'm not going to lose this opportunity. Look how beautiful that is. How can you not be in that water?
John felt drawn to Sumilon's coral gardens by names like Garden Eel Plaza, Nikki's Wall, and Julie's Rock. A quiet place for some marine meditation, suspended in waters of a gorgeous 20 degrees. Say no more.